Hey up YouTube. Hey, right, what a weekend I've had. Make sure that's actually on this time. Yes it is. So, yeah, I recorded this video originally Friday and recorded without any sound. So we're going to be doing, I'm going to re-record it, the seed reveal and a quick look at the magazines as per usual for the March issues of Kitchen Garden and Grow Your Own magazine. I'll see you in a sec. Let's start with the seeds. We'll start with Kitchen Garden magazine seeds. Hopefully I've got this right, because like I said, I've actually recorded this once, messed up, and I'd already divided them out into giveaway pile, and which reminds me, the giveaway prize has been claimed. That'll be getting sent out in the next week to the lucky winner. I just need to get down the allotment and get a one of the young blackcurrant trees, blackcurrant bushes, out to her. So we will be starting a new giveaway fund tin prize thing. I don't know if I'm going to put seeds in it, because in the live stream we discussed it and it's going to be 5,000 subscribers. You guys want me to do it. You want me to do a big giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. Don't have a problem with it, but I think if we start putting seeds in it now, the rate I grow, it'll be 4 years, so the seeds will be no good. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the excess seeds from these magazines. In fact, going forward, email address, I'll try and remember to always put an email address in the description. If not, it'll be, if you go to the About Me page, there's a way to get the email address for this channel. If you see something you want, or a collection of something you really want, drop me an email and we'll organise something. If you just sort of cover shipping, and I'll get them out, get the seeds out to you if I'm not going to use them. There's quite a few this week. So without further ado, help me get to that 5k subscribers. Like the video. Liking the video if you're already subscribed really does help. Massively. It helps YouTube know that you enjoy and to share the content. If you're not subscribed already, please press that subscribe button and the like button and the little bell icon, and that'll tell you every time I upload or go live, because I do plan on trying to do more live videos, finding the time for them. It's surprising how time consuming sort of sitting, because you've got an hour's set up, and then anyway, let's get on. I'll try and do a better job of these seeds than I did in the original video. So first up, we've got spinach, Matador, sown March to July. Deep green succulent leaves for a summer long crop. Ideal for sowing in succession or for a constant supply of tasty leaves. That's a keeper. I keep all the spinach. We love spinach here, and you know, you get a big field full of spinach, you chuck it in the frying pan and you get like that much. So spinach is always a keeper. Celeriac, this is going to be going in. I'm going to be doing a second seed sowing video, probably at the end of February, although these might actually be in the March sowing video. They are going to be in the March sowing video. So Celeriac, Giant Prague, sown February to April. Long growing season on Celeriac. This one in particular is so February to April, harvest October to December. So be aware, you know, you need to dedicate, what's that, 10 months to the space for this. Be aware of that. Roots are globular. I think it's meant to be globular, but it will be pronounced globular, which is not a good way to describe a vegetable. You don't want your vegetables to be globby. I'm globby, but you don't want your vegetables to be globby. With a slightly flattened base. Really tasty if mashed in with some potatoes. Well, that's how everybody here likes it. Personally, not a big fan, but I don't dislike it, so That's a keeper, that's a grower. Charlotte's not seen this packet of seeds yet, so you'll be well happy. Kohlrabi, Purple Delicacy. The one thing she's adamant I have to grow every year, kohlrabi, and she's wanted the purple one for ages. I don't think she realises that I would imagine it's exactly the same inside as any other kohlrabi, but yeah, light green in her flesh. So March to July, so once again that's going to be another March sowing, and I'll do a successional of kohlrabi, so I'll probably do 3 or 4 plants at a time. This one I decided I was going to have a go at as well. Artichoke Green Globe. Going to be another March sowing. So it could be sown February to April. And it takes a full year to be ready. I'm going to put it in a flower bed. Yeah, full year to mature. I might leave it till April actually. But it's going in a flower bed. That's another keeper. This I'm gonna keep just as an experiment, and it's asparagus, Conover's Colossal, sown March, April. Harvest apparently sown from seed. It's ready to harvest in 2 years. Now, if you plant a crown, you're supposed to wait 3 years, so that'll be interesting. And I do want some more asparagus, so I need to do a new asparagus bed. This is not a keeper. I hate this variety of beetroot. I find it a pig to use. Cylindria, sown March to July. So that's going to be given to somebody, as are these. February to March, cabbage, Golden Acre Primo number 2. Excellent cabbage, and I just don't need the seeds, so they might as well go to somebody that's going to use them. An all year round mustard, spicy salad mix. It's no good for me and the kids, but it's no good for the kids, they don't like it. Carrot, St Valerie, sown April to July. I've loads of carrots, so they're going to be given away as well. Hey Charlie. Hello. I've just been discussing with the YouTube what your reaction might be when you see them seeds. Yeah, it's odd. There's one thing she asks for. And then we've got a semi-cos lettuce called Freckles.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's a heading lettuce. I think it's a cut and come again. I'm not going to keep this. It's going to be going
in the giveaway.
Not in the giveaway. Charlie, I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out because you're knocking the camera.
Sorry.
It's all right, sweetheart.
See you in the morning, guys.
You won't see them in the morning. They might see you in the morning. Depends when they're watching the video. This is sown February to July. That's going to be finding a new home. So, yeah. So for me, 5 out of 10 on the seeds. That's how many I'm keeping. That's not a bad rating system, is it? When you've got 10 packets of seeds. Yeah. Shall we have a look at? Yeah, we'll have a look at the Kitchen Garden magazine first. Now, I do remember saying in the previous video that I was really disappointed in the cover. The cover for me, lovely pictures, but the headlines just don't sell it for me. Time to grow. Oh, there is one thing that I mentioned, although I'll talk about it on the Grow Your Own magazine. And I'll be honest, this guy, you know, he's good at what he does, which is telling people to put cardboard on top of grass and then cover it in compost, an exorbitant amount of compost. But he doesn't do all else. You know, he doesn't do anything you or I can't do. Bear that in mind. Everybody, these people, you know, worship at the altar of doubting. He doesn't do anything you or I can't do. Just think about that, guys. I don't do anything you can't do. If I can do it, you sure as hell can do it. But all I do is I put it out there for you guys to see. And I don't charge. I mean, I know he's got lots of videos, but he charges for his actual lessons. I don't do lessons. I'm nowhere near good enough. But I don't really want to get into it. But I don't know what it is. I think it's the amount of people that hail him as the god of no dig, when in actual fact, God, no dig probably no, I'm not getting into that. That's religion. But no dig predates him by a long, long, long way. It was one of the earliest forms of fruit and vegetable growing. Anyway, yeah. So I remember saying that the cover headlines were not that good, but there really is some cracking articles. There's some really good product reviews. I like that they're talking a lot about, in this particular issue, a lot about allotment staples. So fruit trees, fruit bushes like blackcurrants and little strawberry plants. And I think, if I remember rightly, there's an entire section on building cold frames, which actually we were talking about in the live stream. But starting compost, making compost, and starting, if I remember rightly, and I just want to be sure, yes, there's an entire section, and I know there's a lot of you out there, a lot of new subscribers that are new plot holders. There's an entire section dedicated to you. Although, personally, I don't think there's any better literature for a new plot holder than that book. I'll try and remember to put an affiliate link. Yes, it'll be an affiliate link, but I'll try and remember to put an affiliate link to the book on Amazon in the description. If you buy it, I get a few pence, and it is just a few pence. And it helps me. I mean, these magazines obviously ain't free. I don't get them given. But yeah, there's lots and lots. There's a section on worm composting and all sorts. So I think they've really let themselves down with the cover, but the content in this magazine is brilliant. For me, the seeds are also very useful. 5 out of 10 packets for me. For regular viewers will know that's actually quite a lot for me to keep. So moving on. I also apologise for the background. I'm recording this in a bit of a hurry because I want to get it out. So I haven't had a chance to prep everything and make everything as presentable as I get. This is a keep for me. I said I wasn't going to grow any calabrese or broccoli. But having read the description on this is quite a short one, which is the one that I was looking for. This is sown March to June and is autumn calabrese. Grows to approximately 18 inches. And according to the guide on the map, it says right there on the front, you take the head off and it sends out lots and lots of side shoots. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bother with waiting for the side shoots. I'm just going to do small amounts of successional sowing, starting in the first sowing month, which is March. But don't forget, if you do a broccoli or a calabrese, once you take the main head off, the plant isn't necessarily done. If you leave it another month or two, you'll get lots of sprouting broccoli. So bear that in mind. If you're not waiting for the space, why not leave them in for a little bit? Anyway, let's move along a bit faster. Swiss chard, lucullus, or lucullus. Won't be sowing this. I sow Swiss chard every year, and we never get round to eating it. Maybe you guys can sway me into sort of how or what we can do with it, but we never get round to eating it. And that's sown March to August. So that's going to go in that pile. Onion Red Baron. I'm keeping them and I'm going to sow them. They'll be in the March sowing video. Sorry, for those of you that like to know, Onion Red Baron from seed, you sow February to April. Herb, bouquet dill, sown all year round. Harvest when it's ready all year round. You know, what else can I say about dill? I'm keeping dill because I like dill. Oh no, I'm not growing gherkins. the dill's going. Courgette, Denise a fruit ronde. Basically, it looks like a patty pan to me. So April, May, I've got, no, sorry, this is the round courgette. No, won't be keeping these. Although I do read that these are very good roasted whole, but I won't be keeping them. This is the one, I think, looking at excuse me, looking at the picture. Squash Pattison Gajat or Ajat. Sun, April, May, and it's just a green patty pan. I've already got my patty pan seeds, so that's going. Lettuce Lola Rosso, as many of you know, I don't grow cut and come agains. These are sown March to August. A cracking lettuce. I just don't grow cut and come again. And for me, these open-headed lettuce, it's all well and good if you're on the plot every other day or every day to sort of tend to them and keep the bugs off them and things like that. But if, like me, you live a busy life, I tend to find they just get infested with bugs. And they're just too much hassle for those of us that live a busy life. I've already got these in the ground, and I've got more I'm going to sow, and that's Carrot Paris Market Atlas, sown March to July. An excellent carrot for clay and stony ground because it just forms like just a round root relatively near the surface, so you don't need much to grow them in. So, yeah. These are the ones that Ray mentioned because we were talking about this exact tomato in the live stream, and that's Black Russian. I was going to grow them, but I've got loads of tomatoes that I'm going to grow this year. Or that I'm not going to grow this year. I'm not going to grow 20 different varieties of tomato. I am not going to grow. I'm just growing a couple of eating tomatoes, and the rest are all going to be cooking tomatoes. So they can go to a new home. And scarlet kale. Oh, sorry, tomatoes sown March, April. First tomato I've actually seen that's got a sensible sowing guide on it. Kale scarlet, sown April to mid-June. Once again, I'm trying to convert, this is a veg, I'm trying to convert the family to kale. It's extremely good for you. I bought some to go with the Sunday dinner. I didn't make the Sunday dinner, and it didn't get cooked. It's still in the fridge. So I'm going to find something to do with it. I think I'm going to feed everybody kale smoothies. No, I don't, because I won't. I'll never eat any of it, and it'll put them off it. So yeah, personally, I think that the Grow Your Own magazine seed collection is a very, very good seed collection. But it's a very basic one, and it's one that most plot holders will have. And will have lots of. So, I mean, I've kept 2 out of 10, is it? Yeah, literally 2 out of 10. But it is a good selection of seeds. Grow Your Own, I've done a far better job with their cover. You know, lots of inspirational, let's get growing, is it 100 plus plants to sow now, so on and so forth. That's great, you know. That's a great bit of sort of inspirational, let's get growing. And then you get to realise, this is March's edition. So everything in these magazines is relevant to March. I bought these on the 29th of January. Remember that. That is important. These magazines are a month or 2 in advance, giving you a chance to read, absorb the knowledge before you need to put the knowledge into practice. Remember that. It is important. It really is. However, whilst going through this magazine and reading it over the last couple of days, I have an issue with it. And that issue is it's becoming more and more and more about product placement and adverts. Ooh, speaking of adverts, unpaid, but I've just ordered a pair of these. If they fit, I'll let you know what I think, because they look like a great alternative to wellies. They basically are a wellie, I think. I don't know until they turn up. But yeah, you know, our best products for weeding. Growing lettuce in containers, featuring bought containers. Where's another, next article? Fight the blight with pure crushed crab shell. That's pretty interesting. But yet again, another product. Oh, just look at all these adverts for products. Ooh, this is new. I haven't seen them do this before. An article about this, a couple of pages about the seeds that they've given you. That's really good. That is really good. Growing ginger. Your plot essentials. So jobs to do. How to grow hops. Little bit upset about that. That's the hashtag I was going to use this summer for a grow along. That's what I get for being slow off the mark, isn't it? And more ads. There's just, I don't know. I think this one is not grow your own's best. Whilst there is a lot of really good information in this magazine this week, for me, actually looking at it for a second time, in the initial video actually the jury was out and I said they were both really, really good. But revisiting and looking at the magazine, hey Sash, should be wanting to go out. You want to go out? Alright, one sec. So yes, where was I? Yeah, looking at it and revisiting the magazines and the seeds, I have to say, ignore the not too great cover and a magazine that feels quite thin in actual fact. And my recommendation for this month is Kitchen Garden. The seeds, whilst not as basic, are a lot more interesting. And the articles in this month's Kitchen Garden magazine is far more useful to what I'm seeing out there in the real world, the questions that are being asked and things like that. So this week, from the two magazines, dear me, from the two magazines, I would go Kitchen Garden. So that's all from me. I'll see you next time.